shout out to this hater who was laughing at me when I posted a video 2 weeks ago saying that Naked was likely going to go down. We'll never see Naked at $3 to $4. He says here, it's an EV company that has sold the second most vehicles behind Tesla, so only way it hits $3 to $4 is if the world ends. So, I guess the world is ending, right? Because now it's in the $2 range. It went below $3. Give him the clown, give him the Wendy's, and RIP to his portfolio. That is how you lose 50% in 2 weeks. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is AMC. This finishes at $20.66 today. That is down 9.07%. So this was number 2 on StockTwits today after BBIG. Has been a pretty rough couple of months for this stock. And there was a reason as to why the stock went down so much today. Let's check it out. All right, so the CEO, Adam Aron, discloses sale of $7.1 million worth of stock. Tweets he's finished selling. So yeah, the CEO has been selling a lot of stock off lately. Kind of a jerk thing to do because in the beginning, way back when AMC was squeezing, he vowed to never sell AMC. And then he does a 180 and now he's selling off AMC because he says he's starting to plan his estate because he's getting old, which, you know, can't really blame him. But he said he's not selling, and now he's going back on his word. He's been selling off for the past couple of weeks, and now he claims he's done selling. Hopefully the worst is over. But yeah, that news combined with the overall market selling off today, especially the memes, is the reason why the stock went down so much today. Down 9%. Really nasty. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So this looks like a possible cup and handle in the making. Top of the cup being 29 and the bottom being around 20. So that would currently be a bullish indicator that is telling us the stock may run back up to 29 to complete this cup here. There's also a gap up at 1650. That would be a bearish indicator that is telling us this stock may come back down to 1650 eventually to fill this gap. For a while, that looked really, really unlikely. Now that is a very real possibility. If you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 2245 and 2035. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 2245, 2435, 2535, 2675, 2895, 3090, 3195, 3365, 3480, 3605, 3760, 39, 4020, 4195, 4325, 4460, and then 4615. And there is resistance above 4615, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And to the downside, next levels of support would be 2035, 1730, 1650, 1410, 1295, $12, 1090, 985, and then 890. And there is support below 890, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 2065, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide. So expect significant price action either way this goes, up until 3090 on the upside and 1410 to the downside. So between 3090 and 1410, expect significant price action. RSI is currently at 29, so that is undervalued and oversold. So this could be a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice. And this did 41 million in volume today, which is below average, so the sell-off today was not confirmed by the volume. It's a little hard to tell where this is going to go in the short term. We are getting some mixed signals here. We have bullish indicators in the cup and handle and low RSI, and a bearish indicator in the gap up. But overall, this does appear to be slightly bullish. But this is pretty scary right now because, like I said, this gap at 1650 filling is a real possibility, and the channels to the downside are pretty wide right now. So if this continues to run to the downside, this can go really bad really fast, especially if it breaks the support of 2035. It'll probably go back down to 1650 to fill the gap, maybe even lower. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I could not blame you if you bought in here at 2065. That is a pretty good entry. It looks like it's holding support here. Again, the cup and handle and the low RSI would suggest that this could be a good buying opportunity. But personally, I wouldn't do it. I would try to get this back at 1650 where the gap is, And if it doesn't come back down there, then that's okay. But yeah, I do think this current price of 2065 is a good entry. But I think if you're a little patient, you may be able to get this at an even better price. Personally, that's what I would do. I would hold off for right now, see if I can get this back at 1650. But couldn't blame you if you do want to go long here at 2065. It is a pretty good entry right here. So I would support going long at 2065 and lower. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Not saying it's a bad play, but I just think it's a little too risky for my liking. This may already be the bottom, and I think the most this will go down is to $14. So that would be about a 30% downside, which is pretty good money. But I think the risk is not really worth the reward, because if this does run to the upside, you could get squeezed out. It already sold off very significantly in the past few months. I don't think going short here at $20 is really the best idea. You know, you should have went short months ago when this was like $50. So I would say going short here is a medium risk, medium reward play. Again, not a bad play, but personally, just too risky for my liking. So if you guys want to go short, please do that at your own risk. And I would say cover at 1650 if it does go down there. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. But like I said, could be a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMC. So here is NAKD, Cenntro Electric Group. This finishes at $2.61 today. That is down 14.98%. This stock has been getting wrecked ever since it did a 15-to-1 reverse split. Keeps bleeding every day. And today, this was trending top 10 on StockTwits. So we'll talk about it. So there was some minor news. Tomorrow, January 14th, the ticker will officially change from NAKD to CENN. That has nothing to do with the price action, but some minor news there. And this is going to be fun. Shout out to this hater who was laughing at me when I posted a video 2 weeks ago saying that Naked was likely going to go down. We'll never see Naked at $3 to $4. Laughing, crying emojis. So I try to reason with him, try to state my opinion. He says here, it's an EV company that has sold the second most vehicles behind Tesla, so only way it hits $3 to $4 is if the world ends. I don't know where he came up with that, but, you see my reply here? It's a clothing company and has only delivered 3,300 vehicles to date. I listed all these Chinese EV companies with way more deliveries. Not sure where you're getting these numbers from. Anyway, good luck. And his reply, you just called it a clothing company. Obviously, you haven't done your research, so anything you say is null. I think he took my comment on the clothing company a little too literally. Obviously, it's not a clothing company anymore, but in my mind, it's always going to be one. So, I guess the world is ending, right? Because now it's in the $2 range. It went below $3. Give him the clown, give him the Wendy's, and RIP to his portfolio. That is how you lose 50% in 2 weeks. I do feel kind of bad, but you can't feel too bad because the only way these apes learn is by getting burned. Sometimes they don't learn. I always try to tell you guys, don't be emotional about this stuff. Whenever I get haters commenting stuff like this on anything I say is going down, you can tell it's because they're emotionally invested in the stock. You just can't do that when you're trading, I learned that the hard way a couple times. Anyway, let's go ahead and analyze here. So we do have a gap down here at 690. So that is a bullish indicator. That is telling us this stock should run back up to 690 eventually to fill this gap. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 270 and 260. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 320, 410, 510, 570, 620, 705, 770, 840, 905, 980, 1040, and then 1090. And there is resistance above 1090, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And there is no support to the downside. This is literally the 3-year low. It is uncharted to the downside. So this may have a lot more downside to go. Who knows? Uncharted territory. So right now at this current price, 260, the channels to the upside are decently sized. So expect a regular amount of price action if this continues to run to the upside. However, if/when this breaks 1845, the channels start to open up and get really wide. So expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 1845. And again, to the downside, there is no support. So this could go really bad if this continues to run to the downside. RSI is currently at 15, so that is extremely oversold, extremely undervalued. So this could be a good buying opportunity, not financial advice. And this did 15 million in volume today, very significant volume. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Just my opinion, not financial advice. Fundamentally, I really don't like the company, but based on the chart, I have to admit it does look pretty bullish. Maybe it's not done selling off just yet, but this really can't keep on going on forever. This is getting a bit ridiculous here. Again, we have the gap down at 960, and this is the 3-year low, an extremely low RSI. So a lot of bullish indicators, no bearish indicators, and no neutral indicators. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, you really can't go too wrong buying in here at 260. So while this does have more downside potential, it's not a bad idea to buy in here at 260. You can't go too wrong. This can't keep going down forever. It has to stop eventually, and I think this would be a really good buying opportunity here. An excellent entry. As a wise man once said, buy the effing dip. So I would support going long at 260 and lower. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I really don't see a reason why you would do that. Again, a lot of bullish indicators. You already missed your shot going short. You should have did that before the reverse split. At this point, you're too late to the party. Going short here would be a high-risk, low-reward play. No reason to short this at the 3-year low, and there's a good chance you're going to get burned if you do that. So yeah, not a smart idea. Don't see why you would do that. So please don't short this, guys. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. Like I said, could be a good buying opportunity coming up here. Not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NAKD, soon to be CENN Cenntro Electric Group. So here is SPCE, Virgin Galactic. This finishes at $10.03 today. That is down 18.92%. So this one made top 10 on StockTwits today. So we'll talk about it. And there was a reason as to why the stock got wrecked so hard today. We did have some news, so let's check it out. I have a CNBC article here. Virgin Galactic stock falls after announcing plans to add up to $500 million in debt. The space tourism company's plans include raising up to $425 million from the sale of 2027 convertible senior notes through a private offering. Delays have pushed Virgin Galactic's commercial service launch until late 2022 at the earliest. So yeah, really bad PR. They're going to do an offering, which is never good for the stock. And in addition to that, the overall market was pretty nasty today, especially for the meme stocks. So yeah, apes did not like the news, started dumping shares, and I believe this got shorted down as well. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So we have a triple gap down. First gap down is at 31.30. Second gap down is at 23.65. And the third gap down was formed today at around 12.25. So those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should run back up to fill all of those gaps eventually. Maybe a while before it gets back up to 31.30, but eventually it should fill. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is sitting on the support of $10, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 1085, 1155, 1280, 1380, 1465, 1595, 1720, 1820, 1955, 2035, 2185, 2260, 2365, 25, and then 2635. And there is support above 2635, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And to the downside, next levels of support would be $9, $7.80, and then $7.20. So right now at this current price, $10, the channels to the upside and the downside are decently sized, so expect a regular amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 32.25 to the upside, the channels start to open up and get really wide, so expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 32.25. RSI is currently at 26, so that is oversold and undervalued, so this could be a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice. And this did 70 million in volume today. Very significant volume, so the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. So just my opinion, not financial advice. So the chart does look extremely bullish at the moment. Again, triple gap down and low RSI, all really bullish indicators, no bearish indicators, and no neutral indicators. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. Honestly, there may be a little bit more downside to go, but you really can't go too wrong here at $10. This is a yearly low near the all-time low, so this really shouldn't go too much further to the downside. A lot of upside potential, not too much downside potential. So this may keep on pulling back in the relative short term, but you really can't go too wrong here buying in at $10. So I would support going long at $10 and lower. And if it pulls back below 10, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Going long here would be a low risk, high reward play. Definitely a great buying opportunity, in my opinion, not financial advice. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. It's way too late to go short here. You should have went short earlier in the year in the $50 range. So at this point, there's really no reason to go short. Again, this is a yearly low, almost an all-time low. A lot of bullish indicators, lots of upside potential, not too much downside potential. So going short here would be a high-risk, low-reward play. Doesn't make too much sense. You'd be shorting for crumbs and putting yourself at a lot of risk here. Don't see why you would go short here. Absolutely no reason to do that. So please don't short this, guys. That's a pretty bad idea. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. But like I said, looks like a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is SPCE, Virgin Galactic. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on The Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.